Hello.
Yes, sir. Good evening, sir.
Good evening.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening, sir.
Audible clearly to everyone?
Yes, sir.
Okay, great. So we'll wait for a few minutes and after that we'll start. I think city session is going on, right? Or is it finished?
I think, sir, it is finished.
Okay. So let's wait
No,
for
sir.
I think if
No, sir, it's not
people are joining.
doing.
But
I'm doing the both class.
okay, no problem. So we'll wait for a few minutes. I think from 8:05 after that we'll start.
Excuse me, sir. Good evening.
Good evening.
Sir, I have some questions or queries from graded assignment 3.
Okay,
Stats.
okay, no problem. So basically, plan for today's session is to revise the concepts of week 1 and 2. Okay, so let's finish first that, and after that, at the end, we'll discuss the whatever your query is. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Oh,
So when is the session for week 4 then?
upcoming Sunday.
Okay. Thank you.
And Miguel, TA session is going on, right? So you can ask your doubts in their sessions also. How many of you are attending TA session? Is there anyone who is attending?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
How is going on? It's okay.
Yes, sir.
So I
So
can
I
see
have
Vishnu has raised hand. Yes, Vishnu. Do you have any query?
So I'm joining the PSSD. So I raised hand.
Oh, okay. Pransu, you are sorry.
Yes,
You
sir.
are,
Sir, I have some questions for asking regarding doubts.
or of what topic?
Sir, percentile topic and this is correlation and correlation topic, sir.
Okay,
Because,
no.
sir, I have a question regarding this from PYQs. So, sir, how can we find the any two variables are strongly the relation between is positive or negative or based on the correlation? The correlation between two variables is negative or positive.
So based on the value, there are some criteria, right? So based on those value, you can consider which one. See, if you see the lectures of ma'am, so she
Yes,
has
sir.
plotted one
I
real
see the
line.
lecture, but yes, sir.
Uh,
I see the lecture, but I have question in which it says the correlation is r is equals to minus 0.5. Then it gives two variable and then tells how's the relation between these two variables is strongly positive or strongly negative and
no. Okay. Transfer. Okay. Don't worry, we'll discuss the doubts from week 3 and week 4. Okay. So what's the plan for today's class is to revise the concepts of week 1 and 2. Okay. After once we'll revise the concept, we can discuss the other doubts. Okay.
okay, sir.
So it's about 8:05. Uh, we start.
Are you solving the questions of week 1 and 2 or you will summarize the lectures?
Okay, so basically, what's the plan? I have collected some question. I have collection of some questions. Okay. More or less from every topic. So I will present the question in front of you. You will give the answer, and at the same time, we will discuss the concepts related to that topic. Okay.
Or sir, you will solve our doubts also from week 1 and 2?
So basically, first we'll cover the concept, and after that we'll take the doubts from your side. Okay.
Okay.
Okay. So 55. Let's wait for 1 or 2 minutes. After that we will start.
Sorry, you are not audible.
I'm not speaking it. We are waiting for so that people can join, and after that. Arnav has raised hand. Yes or no?
Sir, excuse me, can I ask something?
Yes.
Sir, I am telling that on which days of the week our classes will happen, because means as we were told in the orientation video that our classes will happen on Fridays and Saturdays. But sir, then I saw that on this week at Monday also class happened. So at Tuesday also class happened. So I'm asking that on which day classes will happen.
Okay. So can you check your calendar? Just check your calendar. All the sessions has been updated there, right? So we are taking 3 sessions per week. One Friday 8 to 10, one Sunday 6 to 8, and another one is on Tuesday 6 to 8. Okay? These are the sessions, live sessions. Rest of the sessions are taken by the TAs, which are sometimes non-streaming. Okay. So
Okay,
just
sir. Okay.
update your calendar, check your calendar.
Okay,
Okay,
sir. Actually, I was
so
not. Yes,
yeah,
yes, sir.
yeah.
No, I was not aware of that. Okay, sir.
Okay,
Thank you,
okay.
sir.
Yeah, just take your calendar. Okay, so let me share my screen. Be ready with pen and paper, everyone. Okay. Is my screen visible to all of you?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's.
Yes,
So
sir.
I have collection of some questions. So what we'll do, we'll discuss the questions so that you can get the idea how to answer the questions, and at the same time we will discuss the concepts related to that topic. Okay. So this is the first question. I think this is a very simple one. You know what is the so question is which are one of the following statements based describe the difference between population. I mean, what is the basically sample and population? Okay. So I think 1 minute will be more than enough. 1 or 2 minutes.
C is
Yes.
correct.
Option C.
Option C.
Option C, sir.
C, sir.
C,
Option
sir.
option C,
Option C,
right?
sir.
Option C.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes,
I
sir.
got the maximum votes for option number C.
C.
So let's see what is the correct. So answer C is the correct. So basically, it's asking about what is the sample and population in statistics, right? So what is the population? Population is the nothing but entire group, while sample is a subset of the population, which is used to describe the parameters of the population, right? So we are using the sample. Suppose I have large population, I can't do any study on that population, then I will take a sample and I will describe the parameters for the population based on that sample. So basically, population is a definition of population is nothing but population is nothing but total collection of all the elements, right? Can I say? So nothing but total collection of all the elements. What kind of elements? Anybody? In which we are interested, right?
Yes, sir.
That we are interested in, correct or not?
Yes.
And what is the
Yes,
sample?
sir.
Sample is nothing but a subset of that population, right?
Yes,
So basically, suppose this is your population, okay? Suppose I'm considering this is a population. There are some elements in my this population. So what will be your sample? Sample is nothing but a subset
Subset
of from this population, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
So based on this, I think option number C is the correct one. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear the concept of population and sample?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So let's move to the next part. So next part is something saying a study has been conducted to examine whether the students who had applied for MA Triple E entrance exam in 2020 are willing to write the exam in coming week or not. A group of 10,000 students were randomly selected from the urban areas of India for this study. It is concluded that roughly 80% of the students want to write the exam. So based on this information, you have to write, give the answer. So what is the sample? What is the population? You have to identify.
The option B.
Okay,
Sir,
I got one vote for option number B.
Sir,
Okay,
option D. D.
D, sir.
B, sir.
D, sir. D, sir. D, sir.
D, sir.
Option D, sir.
option D, some
D.
D. Any other option?
Option D.
D.
D, sir.
Okay, so someone said option number B. Why? Can you tell me? Feel free to say. Okay, don't. Okay, feel free to so that your
Option D.
there will not be any confusion for the same. No. So it's actually you can see. Okay, so what is the population here? If you see population is nothing but the all the students
All the
across the India,
students
correct?
across the India.
Correct. Basically, what is the population? As I told you, population is nothing but total collection of all the elements in which we are interested. So here we are interested the students who are going to give the MA Triple E exam, right? Basically, correct. So population is what? Population will consist the students from across all the India. And what is the sample? If you see in the question, it is clearly given to us. A group of 10,000 students were randomly selected. From where? From the urban areas of the India. So sample is nothing but a subset of your population. So population is all students from across India, and sample will be these 10,000 students. Correct?
10,000. Yes, sir. Randomly select.
Clear?
Yes, sir. Clear.
Yes, sir.
Now, next question is you have to identify which one is the correct statement.
P1.
Sir, option B.
Option B.
Option C.
Okay, someone say
Say the
option
same.
C.
Option B, sir.
Option B. Okay.
Option B, sir.
Option B, sir. I think option B.
Option B. Okay, someone said option C. So option C is incorrect. Option B is the correct because aforementioned conclusion is not correct because the sample is not a good representation of the population. So what is the meaning of good representation of the population? If you see in the question, it is clearly mentioned that the sample of 10,000 students were randomly selected from the urban areas of the India, right? Okay, suppose this is the okay, this is your whole population. Okay, correct. And suppose I'm just dividing, just I'm writing. Please, Harsh, can you mute yourself, please? There are some background noise. So suppose this is urban area and this is the rural area. Okay. So what they have done, they have selected the sample only from the urban area, correct? See, even though this is the sample, that's correct. But thing is that this sample is not a good representative. Okay. Why it's not good representative? Because they have not taken any sample, any student from the rural areas also, right? Okay. Suppose they have they have selected the sample like 10,000 students randomly from urban areas of India as well as from the rural areas. Then your sample will be the good representative. Correct or not?
Correct, sir.
Yes.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let
Yes,
me
sir.
take
Correct.
another example. Suppose
representation.
suppose they have selected the students from rural areas also, correct? Because they are just taking the samples from a urban area. Okay, let me take another example. Suppose there, okay, in a college there are some departments. Let's say one English department, okay, let's say one mathematics department, and one, let's say any other, let's say humanities. Okay, any humanities subjects, right? Now, suppose this is the population. I'm saying this is the collection of all the students. Okay, suppose there is a small college in which only these three departments. Is there. Just some hypothetical example. So, and suppose you want to know average marks and all, and you have taken a sample of, let's say 200 students, only from the, let's say English and math department. Okay, 200 students randomly. Okay, so whether this is the good representative or not?
No, sir.
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
sir, because humanity is not considered.
Correct, correct.
Yes,
This
sir.
is not a good representative. When it will be good
Yes.
representative, suppose you have taken 200 students randomly from each of the
Across
departments,
all
right?
subjects.
Correct?
Yes.
Clear?
Correct. Clear.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
So next question is about what can you say about the nature of the study, whether it's a descriptive or inferential. Let me go back to the
Inferential.
question.
Inferential, sir. Inferential.
Inferential
Inferential,
statistics.
sir.
Okay, so why inferential? Why not descriptive?
Because it's coming on a conclusion.
Because
Randomly
we are
selected
conclusion.
10,000 students.
Yeah.
It is concluded.
Because there
concluded.
is one conclusion made on based on this 10,000 students, which is 80% of the students want to write the exam. Basically, they
Yes,
have
sir.
made a conclusion on the behalf of these 10,000 students for what? For whole population. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir. Correct.
Yes, sir.
Basically, this is the inferential statistics. So let me describe first of all what is the descriptive. Okay. So descriptive, in descriptive statistics, what we are doing?
Summarization of
Summarizing the
data.
data,
Correct?
sample or population.
So what is the meaning of summarizing your data set?
we just
Basically-
collect
Population.
the from data and grouping.
Basically, we are describing the
summary of the
main
data.
points.
Summarization.
In a short form.
Yeah, we are describing the main points of our data set. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
For
sir.
example. Okay, let's take one simple example of that. Let's say you can
Class
say
test.
class test, or let's say some you have speed of bikes. Okay, some data set. Okay, some speed of 100 bikes is given to you. Okay, something like that. So what you can do, how you can describe your data set? You can find the average speed. Correct?
Yes. Yes.
Correct
Sir.
or not? You can find the maximum speed. Correct? You can find the minimum speed. Correct? So what? So you are just telling something about your data set. Whatever data set you have given, you are just describing your data set. You can say, you are saying maximum speed is this, my minimum speed is this, on an average speed is this, or you can simply plot a bar chart, something like that, right? Correct or not?
Yes,
So
sir.
whatever data set you are just describing the data set. So this kind of study comes under the descriptive statistic. Okay. So whatever your data set, whether it's 100 bikes or 1,000 bikes. Okay. So basically, there is one concept, descriptive statistics we can perform on population
And
as well as sample.
sample.
So why
Sample.
is that so? Basically, descriptive statistics we are doing. So in this descriptive statistics, what we are doing, we are just describing our data set, right? Whether it's a population, whether it's a sample, not matter, right? Suppose I have given the all the data sets. Suppose just consider you have given the data set of 1,000 bikes, okay? And you are going to consider this this is the population, okay? Then you can describe this data set or not?
Yes, sir.
You can find the average mark, sorry, not marks, average
Average
speed,
speed.
maximum speed,
Minimum,
minimum
speed.
speed, something like that, correct?
Yes.
Now suppose, okay,
Yes.
suppose you don't want to do the same thing on 1,000 bikes. Suppose you have taken a sample of, let's say, 300 bikes. Now you can you perform the same thing on this sample of 300 bikes?
Yes, sir.
Correct? See,
Yes.
suppose, okay, suppose you have described you told the average speed, let's say 40 kilometer per hour, maximum speed were, let's say 80, and let's say minimum speed were 20 kilometer hour. That's all, you stop there. This is the descriptive statistic. You had data of 1,000 bikes, you just describe your data set, and this you have just summarized the main points of your data set. You stop descriptive statistics. You took a sample of 300 bikes and you describe and you stop. That is the descriptive statistics. What is the inferential statistics basically? So there is a key difference for inferential statistics and descriptive statistics, which is nothing but suppose. Okay, suppose in the this is clear. This 1000 bytes and 300 bytes is concept is clear.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir. Yes, sir.
Now,
Clear.
suppose you had given the data set of 1000 bytes, okay, and you are considering as a population, and suppose you have not done any suppose you don't want to do the study for the 1000 bytes. See, this is the very simple in today's generation. You can do you can easily perform analysis on 1000 any kind of data set which have 1000 rows or something. But just hypothetically, suppose this 1000 bytes is just you are considering as a population. You don't want to do the something. It's suppose it's a tedious task, for example. Then suppose you took a sample of 300 bytes. Okay. Now, based on 300 bytes, suppose you have computed, you find out that average speed is 40 kilometer per hour. Now, after finding this average speed is 40 kilometer per hour, now if you are concluding, if you are making conclusion that average speed of all these bikes is 40 kilometer per hour, then it's an inferential. Is it clear?
Yes, sir.
So why it's inferential? Because
Could
we
you
are
please
making
repeat this?
yeah let me repeat. So why it's inference? Because we are making an inference, we are making a conclusion based on the sample data for the population data. Okay, let me take another example. For example, suppose I took one example for this department, right? College one, right? Suppose there is a college and there are students of English department, mathematics department, and in any subjects from humanities. Okay. Suppose this is the population data set. Suppose someone came to you and asked what is the average marks in the in the college XYZ. Okay. Suppose this is the college. Now, suppose in that college there are some 20,000 students, something like that. Okay. So suppose this is this will be your total population data set, correct? So now what we'll do, what we are doing in inferential statistics. Suppose I have taken I've taken a sample of, let's say, 200 students. Okay. Can I take?
Okay, sir.
Okay. Suppose
Yes,
I
Yes,
have
sir.
taken a sample of 200 students, which I have selected randomly. Okay. I have selected the randomly from each of the this department. Okay. Suppose there are some, let's say, E represent the English, let's say E1, E2, M1, M2, H1, H2, something like that. I have selected some 200 students randomly. Now, listen me carefully. Suppose I have computed the average marks of these 200 students. Okay. And I got, let's say, 80 as an average marks. Okay. So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Now,
Sir.
suppose now I'm saying to you the average marks in the college XYZ is 80, then it's a inferential statistics. Clear or not? Because on the
Clear, sir.
behalf of this sample data set, these 200 students, I'm going to make the conclusion for this whole college XYZ. This is something called inferential statistics. Okay.
So,
Yes.
so when you calculated the average of the sample, like for the sample, then it is a descriptive one. But when you make the conclusion, then it is inferential, now.
Okay. Descriptive one will be when suppose you stop there.
Yeah, when I calculated the
Whatever your
average.
data set, okay, so whatever data set you have just summarized something. You have, suppose you have calculated average marks, you have calculated maximum, minimum, something like that. You have plotted some, pie chart of regional wise students, something like that, and you stop. You just describe your data set about 200, the data set of 200 students. You are not saying something about your population. Okay, then it's a descriptive. if you are going to conclude something based on this 200 students, I mean based on this sample data set for the population, then it will be inference. Okay.
Excuse me, sir.
Yes.
Excuse me, sir. Here I have a doubt.
Sir,
Yeah.
inferential statistics
Hmm?
can we perform on population, sir?
No. How you can do? That's why I told you inferential statistics means you are inferring something. You are going to make
Yes.
some infer
But
based on
sir,
the sample data, right?
but descriptive statistics can be
Ha.
performed on sample
Sample
population.
and both. Yeah, population. And both.
Okay.
Okay.
Okay. Sir.
Yeah. Okay. Clear this one?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Sir, I
So
have a doubt
option
here.
is the inferential statistics.
Sir, I have a
Okay.
doubt here little
Yes.
bit.
Yes.
Sir, for the, let's say, sir, the bike one. For the bike one, we have we found the average for the sample one. So, sir, here it will be descriptive.
If you stop there, if you are not making any inference for your population data set, right?
No, sir, it is just for sample one.
Then descriptive statistics can be performed on both sample as well as population.
Okay, sir. So if we are finding average just for sample, then it will be descriptive. Okay.
See, what I told you, like suppose, okay, for this case, I told you, there are some background noise. Can you mute, please? Okay, I told you, see, I took the example of, suppose I'm saying bike one, okay? Suppose this is the population data set, okay? Suppose there are, let's say 2000 bikes, okay, in your population. Okay, now, suppose you are interested to know the average speed of these 2000 bikes, but suppose this is the tedious task, then what you took, you have taken a sample of, let's say 200 bikes, correct?
Yes.
So this will be your sample, correct? Now, suppose, okay, so you have confusion in descriptive, right? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Suppose forget about the population. Suppose I'm saying you have a data of 200 bikes. Now what you are saying, you are just, okay, suppose I asked you what is, just describe your data set. Okay, just describe your data set of 200 bikes. Then what you can, what are the things you can tell me? You can tell me average speed of bikes is, let's say, 40 km/h. Can you tell me, right? You can say maximum speed is 80 km. Yes or no? Minimum speed is 20
Yes, sir.
km. Or suppose I asked you to present a PPT in front of me, then you can simply plot a bar chart, something like that, for maximum speed, minimum speed, something like that. Can you do this?
Yes, sir.
Right? Now, what is this? So what you have done here, you had a data of 200 bikes and you have just described your data set. That's all. Correct?
Okay, sir.
Okay. So this is called a descriptive statistics. Okay.
If we ask,
No, one second. Suppose, okay, forget about sample. Now, just focus on this green part. Okay, left hand side. Suppose you had a data set of 2000 bikes. Okay. Now, suppose I ask you describe this data set. So, can you tell me average speed of from this data set? Suppose this is possible. Okay, this is the finite population. You can tell me easily. Okay, you can tell me maximum speed. You can tell me minimum speed or some chart and all. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose you stopped there. I told you just you have a data set of 2000 bikes. Just tell me, just summarize your data set, and you have you have described this point. Then this is called a descriptive statistics. Okay, means you
Yes,
have
sir.
summarized your data set. The same case here, if you stop there, this will call the descriptive statistics. Okay. Now, forget about this green part. Okay, suppose just consider this is your what you can say. Just suppose this is your population. Okay, and it's suppose this is a very tedious task, and suppose instead of 2000 bikes, you have 20,000 bikes. Okay, then it will become a tedious task to compute for this population data set, right? Suppose you have done the same things on this sample data set and you have made the conclusion based on this 200 bikes that average speed of 20,000 bike is 40 kilometer per hour. Then what you have done? You have given one inference based on this sample data set for this my population data set. Then it will be inferential study. Clear?
Yes, sir, I got it now.
Okay. Yeah, great. So let's move to the next part of the question. So one question says Karthik wants to start a shoe production company for all the Indian market to analyze public preferences. He has a team of market researchers who conduct the market research in two states, Andhra Pradesh and Maharashtra. The market research team prepares a form to collect the data, and collected data is shown in the below table. Based on this, you have to give the answer for the upcoming question. So question number 5 says, 1 minute.
Sir, D suggestions.
Yeah, 1 minute. Okay, so before going to that question, can you tell me whether this, the data they have collected, whether it's a good representative or not?
It's a bad representation because
It is a bad.
concluding for two states only.
Yeah, they have collected only from the Andhra and Maharashtra. Right? They
And
have
they
not
are
collected from
focusing
different
for all
states
India.
of the. Yeah, now it's clear. So question says, which of the collected data is unstructured? Name, shoe material, price range, and suggestion.
Suggestion.
Right?
Sir,
Suggestions
suggestion.
is a unstructured. Why unstructured? Yeah,
It's
suggestion is
differ
a
from
correct.
person to person.
Yeah.
Yeah, what is the basically structured data? And, yeah.
Because it cannot be tabularized. It cannot be presented in a tabular form. That is why it is unstructured.
Okay. Any
Say
other
person
answer?
to person variation. Unstructured.
Sir, suggestion under sentiments, and sentiments is an unstructured data as it is different for other people, as it is an emotion and it cannot be stored in a
Correct.
form.
Yes, yes. So basically, see, the name is clearly differentiate between, I mean, by the name, you can clearly easily differentiate between the structured data and unstructured data. So basically, these are the two kinds of data in it. So first one is called the structured data, okay? And another is called the unstructured data. Okay, are you able to understand the writing? Because I'm writing a little bit fast. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Yes, sir. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes,
what
sir.
is the difference between structured and unstructured? Basically, structured data is something is clearly defined and easily searchable data, right? It's a clearly defined.
Based on parameters.
So clearly defined and searchable types of data. Okay. I mean, searchable types of data is you can easily search the any information. Okay.
Meaningful.
Okay. Meaningful.
Meaningful.
And unstructured data is usually stored in its native format.
Yeah.
So what's the meaning of native format?
The data which cannot be defined.
Basically, it's a unstructured data usually stored in its native format. So as you can see, suggestions. So it has been stored in its native format, right? Whatever it's, we have not categorized it like we have not any. I mean, we have not give any standard format for this suggestions at least, right? Even though you can give means you can give the standard format like you can simply categorize
Good.
like good, better, best. You can do that, right? But
yes, sir.
We haven't not done. So unstructured data usually stored in its native format. This part is clear?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
sir. Structured data is easy to basically search and analyze. While unstructured data, it requires more work to process and understand. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
How? If you see this suggestion itself, suggestion example, right? So it requires more work. I mean, see, even though it's a very small data, but even though suppose I ask what is the suggestions from Satvik, then you have to read the whole line. And heels should be very hard for trekking purpose. For Mayur should be water resistance and last longer, something like that, right? I mean, so it's a very small data, but in general, it requires more work to process and understand, right? It requires a lot of effort. Okay, so structured data is in predefined manner. Okay, it's in very standard manner. Okay, while unstructured data have a variety of formats, a lot of formats. Okay, variety of formats. Okay, so it's not in any predefined manner. Suppose in this case also itself, suppose we have categorized we have predefined the suggestion. Like we have predefined the suggestion. Suppose we have given some category, some fixed category. You have to give the suggestion in terms of bad, good, best. Then it will be in standard format, right? Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
examples of structured data, you can say simply let's say data from any job title, correct? Suppose you want to okay, so data of employee record. Data of employee records, it will be structured or unstructured? It will be
Structured
structured.
data.
When
Structured data.
when because
Structured,
employee
sir.
record means you will say there will be something employee
Excuse me,
ID,
sir.
Name,
correct?
income,
Name, correct? Something you will say
Job description.
city,
some city or
city,
here
city,
his or
mobile
her
number,
his
Phone
income,
or
number,
job title, right? Correct?
phone number.
Something
email.
like that, right? So it will be
Yes, sir.
structured data. You
Position.
can say uh, customer database,
Excuse
library
me, sir.
catalog,
Also a structured data.
right? That will see customer data is also customer database is also structured data. What is unstructured? Something let's say social media post,
Social media comments.
correct? YouTube comments, correct?
Photos,
Excuse me, sir.
Emails.
Videos.
Image
music,
files,
some
image
music
files are,
lyrics.
video
Web
images,
page.
videos.
so basically I think you got
Human
the point.
website.
Basically the things which are not in any standard format, predefined format, right? Okay,
So audio
so
data.
Excuse me, sir.
yeah,
Prashant, sir.
yes,
Web
yes.
web web page is unstructured data or structured
Yes.
data?
Unstructured.
Unstructured,
Unstructured.
unstructured.
Because basically it's a
HTML.
see web page, and web page is what basically web page is nothing but it's a hypertext document, right? In World Wide Web, you can say, correct?
Okay, sir.
So if the
Email.
suggestions were in the form of the good, better, and best, then it will be
Huh.
structured.
Study because because you have standardized, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. So basically here,
Yes,
okay,
sir.
suppose just consider good, better, best, then what will
Sorry,
be your
your
data set?
voice is
It will
breaking.
be, no, I think it's clear, right? Your voice is breaking actually. Okay. So basically it will be, suppose
Sir,
your
what's
data
about
set will be
headings of
something good.
The suggestion is ready
Okay.
to
Sir, I'm
Your
not
data,
able to hear you. Sir, I'm not able to hear you. Can you mute, sir?
yeah, so please mute, keep your mute yourself if you don't have any doubt. Otherwise, what I will do, I will mute throughout the session. Everyone, that's not a good thing actually. Okay, so mute yourself.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay,
Sir, what about lyrics of music, sir?
just okay. You tell me whether can you uh, for I mean, can you make these things in a standard format, predefined manner?
Sir, actually, we can say that because on a specific time we got specific lyrics for a music.
Okay, just think. Okay, basically structured or unstructured is something, if you are able to, if it's in predefined manner, it will be structured. If it requires some more hard work, something like that, let's say YouTube comments, it's in already in native format, right? It's not in any standard format. It's in it will requires you a lot of efforts to gain some information from your data set. Okay, so that is something comes under the unstructured data. So you can think. Someone asked good, better, best. Suppose I'm saying this instead of this suggestions, you have good and this is best. This, suppose this is the bad, then this is the good. Then you can consider it's a in see, these all are suggestions are in standard format, right? In a fixed format, correct? It's not in any variety of formats. Okay.
Yes.
Let's yeah. So let's come to the next part. You have to identify which are the cases or observations. So name, Satya, Mayur, plastic, formal, price range. So I think I should go to the
Satya and Mayur. Satya and Mayur, I think.
Names and
Name, sir.
Satya
name.
and Mayur.
Okay, someone told Satya and Mayur. Okay.
If it is
Yes,
talking one,
Satya
can you show the
and
table
Mayur.
one?
Yeah. So I came to the table.
Yes, sir. Satya and Mayur, sir.
Satya and Mayur.
Satya and Mayur, sir. Also Satya and Mayur.
Name is not there, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes, a name
Why
is the
name is not?
variable.
Name
No,
is
a
now.
name is a variable.
Name is a variable,
Correct. So
not
name
a
is
case.
variable because column represents the variable. First thing, and you can say it
Yes, sir.
varies, right? It is varying,
Yeah.
correct? Everything is varying, right?
Yes.
Okay. So this is the now, and what is the case or observation? Case or observation is unique, first of all, and it row represents the cases, correct? First thing. Second
Yes,
thing,
sir.
it should be
Yes, sir.
unique, and it's a unit or a observation, you can say, from which your data are collected, correct? So for Mayur and Satya, if you see Satya is unique, right? And this row represents the cases, correct? If you see Mayur, correct? And for Mayur, see, case or observation is something, a unit from which your data is collected. Data are collected. So for Mayur, your data has been collected, right? Means, Sweta, can you mute? I think I requested to everyone. If you don't any doubt, please keep mute yourself, right? We are getting some background noises. So if you see for Mayur, we have collected, our data has been collected. Data has been collected means his age is 22. Shoe material he prefer plastic. Purpose sports. Price range low. Some suggestions he has given. Same for Satya. Correct? If you see all names are unique, correct or not? So cases or observation in this case are Satya and Mayur. So B and C is the correct option. Okay, what about formal? Why formal is not a case?
Because it's repeating and it's not the
It's repeating.
not unique. It's not unique,
Okay,
sir.
it's not unique. And another thing also, what is the case
Data is
basically?
not collected for it.
Yes. So a case is a unit from which data are collected, right? So you have to think basically, this is the case or observation. So whether can you tell me whether for Mayur and Satya data has been collected, or for formal or sports your data has been collected? For Mayur and Satya, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And it's a unique. Okay, suppose I ask, tell me the name of, suppose I ask, I'm going to ask any information for formal. So are you aware which formal I'm talking about? Whether I'm talking about this formal or this formal or this formal? No, right?
No.
Suppose I ask the any information for Mayur or Ashish, then you can easily go to row number 6 and I ask his age, then you can
Row
simply
number
tell me
9.
57. Correct?
Yes.
Suppose I ask the name of for running, then you will be confused whether I'm talking about Satya, Chris, or Ashish. Correct? Okay.
Yes, sir.
So cases or observations should be unique, and cases row represents the basically cases.
So
Clear?
why name is not a case, like name NAME?
Name is a variable, right? This name is a variable because if you see value for this is varying.
Yes, it's very.
Okay. Name is not a unit from your data has been collected. Rahul is a unit, Joseph is unit, Satya is a unit, right?
So high, medium, low will not also be the case.
Yeah. So basically row represents the cases and column represents the variables.
Variable.
Okay. So far so good?
Yes, got it.
Yes.
Sir, I
Yeah,
have
sir.
So
Yes.
what are the cases?
Cases are here. Rahul is case. Rahul is a case. Joseph can be a case. Yamini is a case. Soeb is a case. Satvik is a case. Mayur is a case.
Sir, if the name, all the names are same, like hypothetically, if all the names are same, then name could be.
Yeah. Then there will be something which should be unique.
Yes.
Okay. For example, let me draw here. Suppose I'm saying student name is there. Okay. Suppose student name there and there let's say marks and the state from he or she is, right? Suppose I'm saying Suman. Okay. 89, let's say from Delhi. Okay. Suppose I'm saying Rohit. 70, let's say he's from Haryana. Okay. Let's say another name, let's say Rahul. Let's say 92, he's from, let's say, Punjab. Okay. And let's say another name, let's say Karan. Okay. His marks is 68. And let's say he's from any, let's say, you can, let's say, any, let's Tamil Nadu itself. Okay. Now, suppose I'm asking, suppose this, what is the case there? Okay. Or let's say another student, let's say,
State.
let's one second. Let me create something else. Let's say Sonali. Okay. Her marks is, let's say, 92. Suppose she is from Delhi itself. Suppose her marks is okay. Now tell me, what is the case? Rahul is the case.
Yeah, sir.
Yes, sir. Rahul is the case.
All names are unique. Suppose I ask,
Yes,
tell me
sir.
the marks of Rahul. You can tell me the easily marks of the Rahul. And first
Yeah,
of
sir.
all names are unique. And for Rahul, your data has been collected. Correct?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I ask marks of Sonali, you can easily tell me 92.
Yeah.
Correct? Now
Yes, sir.
suppose I ask, tell me the name of the students who has marks 92. Now you will be confused whether I'm talking about Rahul or Sonali. Correct?
Yes, sir.
So
Yeah,
cases
sir.
should be unique. For example, in the place of Sonali. Okay. Suppose in the place of Sonali, I have some another student, under, let's say, Rohit. Okay. Now your names is also not a unique, correct? So this will not be a case.
Yes, sir.
So what can be there in school or colleges? Roll number is there, right?
Yeah, sir.
Suppose 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Okay. So now roll number is unique, will be unique for each student, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So now suppose I asked, tell me the name of the students who has the roll number 23. You can easily tell me his name is Rahul. Correct? Suppose I ask, tell me the state
Yes, sir.
of the roll number student of the roll number 21. You can easily tell me she is from Delhi. Correct? So your
Yes.
roll number will be cases or observation. It should be unique actually. So there will be some column. There should be some column which should be the unique. Got it?
Sir,
Yes,
each
sir.
row
Sir,
na
but the heading,
yes,
sir,
sir.
but the heading roll number will be the variable.
It's a
na?
variable. Yeah, it's a variable.
Yeah.
Because column represents the variable.
Excuse me, sir.
Okay. Yes.
Sir, each row na unique
Yeah.
case.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So basically, if I'm talking about marks, then marks is the variable because it varies. If you see values are varying, correct? Under the marks. Okay. So basically, column represents the variable. Okay. State is a variable. Marks is a variable. Serial number, not serial number. Student name is the variable. Roll number is the variable. Okay.
Yes, sir. Instead of 92, if they are asking 89, so it will be case.
No, see, don't see. I told you, case is a what basically. Case is also you have to see the case, consider the case, which is nothing but case is unit from which your data are collected. Okay, so you tell me, for 89 or for 92, your data has been collected, or for roll number 25, your data has been collected.
So for 25.
Right.
Roll number.
These are the conditions that should be case should be unique, and this is a unit from which your data are collected. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Okay.
Yes.
So next question is, in order to forecast tomorrow's temperature in Mumbai. So India.
Option A. A, sir.
Option A, time series data. Sir.
Time series option A.
So
Yes, sir.
basically,
Past 3
you
months.
told a time series data. So what is the time series? Let's see what is the answer. So answer is the correct. So what is the time series data?
Recorded and overtime, sir.
It's a
Yeah.
past 3 months.
So time series data is nothing but the data which is collected
over the time.
over time, and cross-sectional data is called when you have
At a
been you
particular
are collecting
time.
data
Observation
At a point of
at a time.
Okay. So it's clear at the time series data. Suppose I'm saying instead of Mumbai for all day from past 3 months, suppose I'm saying an analyst is collecting the data for Sunday, okay, in different city. Let's say Mumbai, okay, Chennai, okay,
Cross-sectional data.
let's say Varanasi, okay, let's say some Delhi and all. So suppose in Mumbai there is X degree Celsius, Y degree Celsius, Z degree Celsius, K degree Celsius, something like. So whether it's a cross-sectional or time series?
Cross-sectional, sir.
It's a cross-sectional data. Why is that, sir? Because your data has been collected at the same time, right?
Yeah, sir. Got it.
Okay, got it.
Excuse me,
You want
sir.
to- Yes.
Chennai temperature 29 degree and 9 p.m. and Delhi temperature 10 p.m. is at 30 degrees Celsius. This is a time series data or cross-sectional data.
So it
But
depends
particular
how,
day, only
okay,
for
how,
one day.
no. See. A time doesn't mean hour and all. Suppose I'm interested to know the number of increment in a, let's say number of increment in the population of bacteria. So here time will be second also, right? So time. Okay, let me take another example. I think that will give you a clear idea. Suppose I'm saying, suppose you are going to collect the data for a company XYZ, okay? For a company XYZ, for the year, suppose you are interested to know the production of the company, right? Yearly production of the company for the year from the year 20, let's say 2002 to 2010, okay? So whether
Yes,
it
sir.
will be time series data.
Yes, sir.
Yes, time series data.
Because you are collecting the data over the time. So
Time series data.
what is the varying time here? You are collecting the data year wise, right?
Okay.
Okay. So 2002 is the one of the time. 2003 will be one of the time. 2004 will be the one time, right? It's not meaning always 9 p.m., 10 p.m. It depends how we are collecting, how is the time defined there. Suppose I'm saying I'm interested to know the yearly production of three companies, company A, company B, company C for the year 2010. Then it will be the cross-sectional data because their time is the same. Same is for the same year, we are collecting the data for the three different companies. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So
Next
can we
question
say
is,
that?
huh?
Can we say that one of the differences between time series and cross-sectional is that time series has only one case and cross-sectional data will have many cases?
No, it's not. It's not about that. If you go in real world data, right, you will get different kind of data. It's not about. It's just a one description, right? So basically, you have to be clear whether it's your data has been collected over the time or at the same time. That's okay. This is one of the. Huh?
Please, sixth question, please open it.
Huh?
Just
Yes.
in this question, sir, the thoda और, the chart. Sir, in this question, the serial number is also cases.
No. Serial number just for your reference. Serial number is not a case at all.
Excuse me, sir.
This is just a reference, yeah.
Sir, rainfall in a mm recorded at the three location on a particular day. This cross-sectional data, no?
Where is that?
Rainfall is a mm recorded at a three location on a particular day.
Yes.
Okay. Humidity measured daily at a suppose that Chennai of 40 days. This cross-sectional
Time series.
Yes, it's
Time series.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, next is a courier service interested to knowing customer feedback. The customers are okay. Let's do a little bit fast. I think that's already 9. So following options to
Ordinal data.
ordinal. Without saying options, you guys are
ordinal.
saying
Yes,
the
sir.
answer. So ordinal is the correct. Why is the ordinal?
Because
It's
it have
rating.
order, sir.
Because yes, sir.
Table,
Because
sir.
Have
Numerals,
some
Fine.
order,
order.
like
Fine.
Okay.
Fine.
One second. First of all, nominal and ordinal scale of measurement is used for categorical data.
Categorical
Yes.
data.
Yes, sir.
Correct?
Yes, sir.
And interval and ratio we are using for the numerical data.
Numerical data.
So far, so good.
Yes.
Now,
Yes.
this data,
Yes, sir.
this
So far, so
feedback is what kind of data is the
Categorical.
categorical data.
Categorical.
So there is
Categorical.
see always use the smart approach. Smart approach is suppose when what scale of measurement is useful. So first of all, see whether it's a categorical or numerical. First, this differentiate between it's a categorical. That means it will be there will be only two options: nominal or ordinal. Now, when it will be nominal, if I can just label, I can't order, right? I cannot make any rank. I cannot do any order between the categories. Then it will
Yes,
be
sir.
nominal. Ordinal, if I am
Yes, sir.
able to make the order between. Now, here I can easily, first of all, this is the categorical. I can make the easily order or not.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
So
Yes,
this
sir.
will be the ordinal
Data.
scale of measurement,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
Another example of ordinal scale of measurement, you can say, let's say t-shirt sizes, right?
Rating of the app.
Small, medium, large, XL, correct? Yeah. So in example of nominal,
Mobile number. Jersey
mobile
number,
number,
sir.
mobile number, jersey number, and all, right?
Gender.
Email ID.
So we
Email
can
ID.
tell, so we can
PAN
tell
card.
that it is, sir, we can tell that ordinal is something structured.
It's a Aadhaar number.
See, structured, you can, even though structured, you can make in standard format nominal data also. That's not a case. Ordinal means you can make a order between the category, basically. Okay. So first of all, okay. So what is the difference between categorical and numerical data? So categorical data is something, I will come to that point. Categorical data is something I can't perform any meaningful mathematical operation. For example, suppose I'm talking about gender. Okay, so I cannot perform any meaningful mathematical operation, right?
Yes,
Yes
sir.
or no? Even though
Yes, sir.
you can represent it, it's in numbers also. Suppose you can treat female as 0, male as 1, but you can't do any operation on 0 and 1, right? It will not be any meaningful.
Yes.
Correct? For example, let's say
Yes.
pin code. Pin code is
It is
also
also
in,
qualitative in nature, sir.
no,
Sir,
it's not in
Aadhaar
quality.
number.
See, pin code is
Nominal.
in numbers, but it's a categorical. Why categorical? We cannot perform any meaningful of
Operation.
mathematical operation, right?
Okay,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay.
Yes, yes.
Let's say Aadhaar
Yes.
card number. You can't say your Aadhaar card
Aadhaar
number is
number.
greater than
Aadhaar
mine.
is also
Blood group.
categorical.
Correct? You
Yes.
can't say
Yeah.
Sir.
addition of your Aadhaar card number and mine Aadhaar card number is equal to Aadhaar card number of someone else, right?
Not
We
possible.
can't
Sir,
perform any meaningful
mobile number
mathematical
is also the
Yeah.
Yeah.
category.
And numerical
Categorical.
data is something on which I can perform meaningful mathematical
Operations.
operation. So, for example, numerical you can can take marks, something like that, number of student in a class, number of
Replied.
household, yeah, anything you can do in which I can perform mathematical operation. Now, so categorical, there are 4 scales of measurement. First of all, so for the categorical data, I told you we can use nominal and
Ordinal.
ordinal, right?
Ordinal.
And for the numerical data, I can
Interval
use
and ratio scale.
Interval and ratio
interval and
scale.
ratio.
Ratio
So
scale.
nominal, let me clarify. Nominal scale of measurement is nothing but which I can, it's just we can label, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
We can label
We
Label.
can find,
or we can code, right?
find median also.
But cannot
Sir,
order,
excuse me,
right?
sir.
Yes.
Sir, life of bulb in hour has a nominal scale measurement.
Okay. Tell me, life of first of all, life of a bulb is a categorical or numerical? You tell.
Life of bulb in hour
What I asked, tell me whether it's a categorical
has
or numerical.
nominal scale. Yes, yes.
Whether it's a categorical or numerical.
I don't know, sir.
Okay, just think. Tell me whether it's a categorical or numerical. I think life of one.
This
Life
is
of
a
one. How?
categorical of obviously
How?
categorical, not
How?
mathematical operation. No.
No, I can perform
Numeric.
mathematical. I can say life of
Yeah.
bulb is let's say 2 years, right? So it's a mathematical. It's a quantitative, right?
Life of bulb.
Yeah, it's a numerical value. Okay. So let's.
Okay.
I will come to that point. Okay. So nominal is something I can't imply. I can't imply any order, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
So, and we took the examples of nominal scale of measurement like that, this gender, pin code, blood group, something like that. Okay. And ordinal is something, it's a name categories, the same thing, name categories, but with order, right?
Order.
Okay.
Yes.
So the same thing, we took the example of this not satisfied, somewhat satisfied, neutral, satisfied, very satisfied, or else you can do simply, let's say, good, right? Excellent, right? Bad. I can make the order, or you can make the order of t-shirt sizes, right? Let's say
Sir, phone
small.
brand nominal scale measurement, no?
Yeah, phone brand is nominal scale of measurement. You are asking the question from previous term, right?
Yes,
dates. Sir, date.
Okay. So t-shirt sizes, right? So basically, you have to think whether you can apply the order or not. Okay.
Sir, it comfortable and uncomfortable are comes under nominal or ordinal. There was a question I don't remember.
Uncomfortable in terms of what?
I don't remember the question, but there was a question in the book. The options were comfortable and non-comfortable.
So actually, no, categorical is okay. It's
I'm asking if it's a nominal or ordinal.
Nominal scale of measurement.
Nominal.
Nominal, sir.
I mean, this is something you have to think whether, see, whether you can order or not. I mean, can you say something
No, it
comfortable
can
is,
be order or like
right?
it can be
make
order.
any order, right?
Yeah.
So next one
The
is
dates are
interval, right?
categorical.
Yeah, dates are the categorical, right? So let's come to the numerical, right? So for suppose your numerical data, so I can use the, see, once your doubt is finished, so it's a request to everyone, please mute yourself at a time. We are getting some background noises, okay? So please keep in mind, okay? So if your numerical data, if you suppose I ask to identify the scale of measurement, so first of all, see whether it's a numerical or categorical, okay? So for the numerical data set, there are two scale of measurement, interval scale of measurement and ratio scale of measurement. So what are the properties for interval scale of measurement? It's basically numerical values that can be added or subtracted, correct or not? Or there is one property, no absolute zero.
Sir,
Okay,
what is mean by no absolute
I will come to
zero?
that point. Okay, I will come to that. No worries. And in ratio scale of measurement, it's the same thing. Since it's apply on numerical data, so it's a numerical values. Okay, that can be added, correct? Subtracted. Okay, and I can multiply it
And divide.
or I can divide, right? So basically, this all things multiplied and divide happens due to
Say in
absolute
ratio
zero
scale,
property.
it means
Okay.
absolute zero. Yes, sir.
So what is the meaning of absolute zero? You can rewatch the week 1 open session also. We have discussed a lot, but let me clarify here also. So basically, absolute zero means something I'm saying. So that means absence of that thing. Absence of that particular thing, actually. I will come to this point. So what is meaning of absence of that particular thing? Suppose I'm saying absolute zero means zero pen. That means there is no pen.
There
correct?
is no pen.
Absence of pen is there, right? Suppose I'm
Yes.
saying zero number of laptops. That means there is no laptop. Correct? So there is absence of laptops. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Suppose I'm saying zero number of people or person in a room. That means there is no people in a room.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
That means absence of the people in the room.
Yes, sir.
Now, so far, so good.
Yes.
Now, so see, this absolute zero is absent in case of interval scale of measurement. What is meaning of that? Suppose I'm saying 0 degrees Celsius temperature. So tell me whether this is this means no temperature, absence of temperature, or there will be temperature.
Sir, there
There
will
will
be
be
a
temperature.
So
There
that
will
means
be temperature.
this statement is wrong.
sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct? We can't say. So in such type of cases where there is a meaning of zero, and if it's meaning of zero and there is no absolute zero, then values can go in negative also.
Can mentor.
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? So it
Yes,
will be
sir.
interval scale of measurement. And since see, due to insufficiency of, I mean, due to this lack of this property of no absolute zero, values can go in negative, and we are not able to perform multiplication and division. Let me clarify that one. How? Suppose in case of such as, I think minus 273 is the lower limit, right? Correct. Suppose this is the 0 degree, and suppose this is the let's say 20 degree, and suppose this is the 40 degree. Okay, just fine. Okay, can you tell me the amount of temperature from this to this? Suppose this is the A, and amount of temperature from this point to this is B. So can I say B is the 2 times of A?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Can you
We
say?
can say.
Really? Just think about.
No, sir.
No,
So we
sir.
cannot say that.
Because
We can't say,
temperature can.
right? You can't say the amount of temperature from this point to this is 2 times of the from this to this, right?
Yes,
Not
sir.
possible, sir.
We can't say because of this, because values are going in negative, right? But suppose, so that's why in case of interval and okay, so the same thing, I can't say also A is not half of B, right?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
I can't perform multiplication and division. For
Yes,
example,
sir.
let's consider a marks. Case of marks. Suppose in class 0 is the lower marks, and one student got 20 marks and another student got 40 marks. Suppose maximum marks is 100, whatever. Suppose I'm saying A got 20 marks, okay, and B got 40 marks. Now can I say B is the 2 times of A? B got the
Yes, sir.
marks
Here we
twice than
can
A.
say. Yes.
Here we can say, right?
Yes,
Why?
sir.
Yes.
Because of this
Yes.
absolute zero, right? Values
sir.
are not going below the zero, correct? So
Yes,
this
sir.
is the multiplication, and also I can say A got the marks half of B,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Also.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right? So
Yes, sir.
due to absolute zero property, I'm able to perform multiplication and division in case of ratio scale of measurement, and due to absence of absolute zero property, we can't perform the multiplication and division in case of interval. We can just find the addition and subtract. Okay, we can just add and
So
subtract.
can you please explain the case of negative marking?
Yeah, negative
Also-
marking case. Okay, suppose there was a question in mock, right? So in case of negative marking, it values can go in negative, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes,
So
sir.
if it's a ratio, then in case of ratio, it will not take value zero, values below the zero, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. So
Yes, sir.
that's why that's a interval scale of measurement.
Sir,
Okay.
I have
Okay,
a
sir.
point
Thank
here,
you.
sir. Sir,
Sir,
I have a
sir,
doubt here.
Yes.
sir, sir,
Yes.
is that why the sixth question in mock that exam 5 this one 0.3 marks and 0.2 marks? That
Yes,
question
sir. It
is
is also my question.
No, see, there was one question related to deduction, right?
The marks will be
Yeah.
count in negative
Hey,
marks.
just go through the mock solution also. We have uploaded the mock solution of PDF, right? So you can
Okay.
see which question is there.
Sixth.
Okay, so in this case, if 0.2 marks will be deducted for every wrong input, so marks can go in negative or not, right?
Yes, sir. It
can go
can
in
be
negative,
used. Yes, yes.
right?
Yes, sir.
Interval. Because
Yes,
you can
sir.
see
Got it,
here,
sir.
here you can see in the ratio scale of the due to absolute zero, but it can't go in negative, right? If it's going in negative below the zero, that means it's an interval, right? It's a simple
Yes,
trick
sir.
you can keep in your mind. Okay.
Sir, it
Okay.
can be also go in absolute zero.
Which one?
Interval as well.
Sir,
Can
question
go. I'm
number.
not saying, but thing is that, see, that is the one of the trick. You can say basically it can go below the zero if it's interval. I'm not saying it will always go below the zero. That doesn't mean, it means it can go below the zero, and there is meaning of zero. Okay, suppose in case of negative marking, suppose you got -12 mark. Okay, suppose B got -12 mark and A got 0 mark. So is there meaning of mark or not for A? Yes
Is
or
there
no?
meaning, sir?
It's
Yes,
the
sir.
meaning, right? There is a meaning. You can't say
Yes.
A did not get any mark, right? Yes,
Yes.
Yes,
no?
sir.
Okay, so
Yes.
that's something. If you
Sir,
to, yeah.
so I have a doubt, sir. Sir, a few minutes ago, we discussed about, sir, comfortable and uncomfortable, sir. Sir, in temperature, when we say that the day is comfortable or uncomfortable, then which kind of measurement we use for measure this, sir?
See, okay, comfortable, first of all, it should be defined in terms of like in which term you are talking about comfortable and
Suppose we say that how hot the day is, it is very uncomfortable, it is comfortable,
Temperature.
then yes, sir, temperature. Hot means we got about temperature, but I want to say that then which kind of measurement we use for tackle this question, sir?
Okay, so tell me, can you categorize, can you make order like comfortable is something comfortable, in between comfortable and uncomfortable?
Sir, I think no, because I put up this question from lecture, sir, which taken by Usha ma'am, sir.
Okay.
He told that suppose the response to a question on how hot the day is comfortable and uncomfortable, then the temperature is as a variable is nominal.
Okay. Yes.
And sir, and second point, sir, suppose the answer to meaning the temperature of a liquid is cold, warm, hot, the variable is ordinal, and when we take difference, then it come under interval.
Yeah, see, if you're saying the temperature of liquid, right?
Yes, sir, temperature
Okay,
of
then
liquid
you can easily differentiate it's low, high, very high, correct?
Yeah, warm, yes, sir.
Yeah, so you can make the
Yes.
differentiate, right? So that's the something. So key differences, just try to find out whether, first of all, identify whether it's categorical or numerical. If it's categorical, then I can apply only nominal or ordinal. If it's I can make the order in between, then it will be ordinal, right?
Yes.
Okay. So clear that point?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So let's move to the concepts of week 2. Okay. So this is the question. I think this is also from activity. So this is the question related to the concepts of relative frequency, right? Correct or not?
Yes, sir, correct.
Okay. What is the relative frequency?
Yes, sir.
It's a frequency
equal to
of
frequency
total.
of total numbers of frequency.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the formula. Why we are doing the relative frequency? I can go with the simple frequency also, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir, to know the percentage.
That's okay. But why? Why we are interested to know the percentage?
For comparison.
For pie chart.
Correct. For the comparison.
For comparison.
Okay, let me clarify that one. Relative frequency we are using, it's useful for comparison. For example, suppose I'm saying there are 8,000 students, right? In a class, or suppose we have a qualifier or something, let's say 8,000 students for the qualifier, and I'm saying out of them, just assume 5,000 had attempted the week 1 graded assignment and 3,000 did not. Okay. And for week 1 GA, let's say, and I'm saying let's say let's say I'm saying 4,000 attempted and then 4,000 did not, right? So if I want to compare let's say week 2 graded assignment, I want to compare the submission of the students from of the week 1 and week 2. So which one is the better percentage, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
it will be good to go with the relative frequency. Like relative frequency is 5,000 divided by 8,000 into 100, right?
Yeah, sir.
If I want to
Yes,
convert into percentage, same, right? So you can
Yes,
simply,
sir.
if you do this, then you will get, see, 5 by 8. I mean 5 by 8 will what? It will be something 0.625, right? Basically.
Yes,
So
sir.
62.5%, right? And
Yes,
in
sir.
this case, you will say 50%, right? So you can easily say, you can easily compare the data of week 1 graded assignment, week 2 graded
And
assignment,
week 2 grade.
like 62%, 62.5 have submitted week 1 and 50% have submitted week 2, right? You got the idea?
Yes, sir.
So relative,
Yes.
what you have done?
Yes.
Relative frequency divided by total frequency, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct. Now come to, by using this concept, please use solve this question and do let me know what is the correct answer.
Sir,
Frequency, can
B,
you
sir.
please frequency definition, sir?
Option B.
The frequency is
Option
nothing
B,
but the
1,000.
count of that one, right?
Okay.
How many times that occurring something? Okay, I got
Sir,
some.
option B is correct. 1,000.
Option B. 1,000.
Yes, sir. Option B is correct.
Okay, so I got some more
B,
for
1,000
option
is
number
correct.
B. Let's see. So basically, what is the relative frequency? Okay, so this is the frequencies, right? This is the column of frequency, and this is the
Yes,
column
sir.
of relative frequency, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yep.
And it's asking about how many days. So how many days means it is asking about total days, that is capital N.
Yes.
And
Yes,
how
sir.
I can
Yes.
find? We know
Yes, sir.
what is the relative frequency. Relative frequency for ith cell is nothing but frequency for that cell divided by total number of observation or not,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
So I can use any of the cells. So let's use this one, right? Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now
Yes.
from here I can use n will be what? Fi divided by Rfi.
RFI. Yes.
Fi means frequency for this ith row, and Rfi means relative frequency of ith row. So what is the frequency? 300
300
divided by,
by 0.3.
which is nothing but,
1,000.
right? Correct. You can
Yeah.
do from this also, right? You can use this one also. So you will get 250 divided by 0.25, which is again 1,000, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
1,000 is the correct, which is the total number of deaths. So far so good.
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yeah, sir.
Now it is asking about what is the value of Z. I'm not showing the option. Tell me what will be the value of Z and how will you proceed?
First, we'll have to
Sir,
find
total
out the
numbers
value
of frequency
of
1,000, no? And find
Yes.
out
So to find out the
divided
value of
0.
Z, what I can do, I can
First,
find out the value of T first of
0.125.
all.
Yes,
Correct.
sir.
yeah.
So value of T is what? This is the relative frequency.
0.15.
So I know relative frequency, nothing but frequency. The frequency is 150 divided by
Yes.
total. Total is
1,000.
1,000. So it will be 0.15.
0.
Yes, sir.
Yes, yes.
So it will be
0.15.
0.15.
Yes, sir.
Now you have
Yes,
all
sir.
the relative frequency except Z, right?
Yes, sir.
And
Yeah.
we
One
know
Minus
how you
1.
can find the Z. You
Equal
know
to 1.
sum of all
Equal
the
to
relative
1.
frequency is equal to 1.
1.
So that
1.
means it will be 0.15 plus 0.175 plus Z plus 0.25 plus 0.3 equal to 1. So from here I can compute value of Z equal to 1 minus summation of all this.
Yes, sir.
What is coming?
0.125, sir. Value of Z.
0.12.
5 value of
Okay.
Z, sir.
I mean
Value
this
of
is coming
Z.
out. What is the summation? See, 0.15 plus 0.175 is what? 0.15 plus
0.875.
plus 0.25 plus 0.3. So 0.875, right?
875. Yes,
So
sir.
it will be G equal to 0.125, right? Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes.
0.125 is the correct answer, right? So you got the idea, right? Suppose I ask the value of, let's say, Y, then how will you compute? Now you will have the value of Z, 0.125.
125.
So
Yes,
you
sir.
know,
5,000.
okay.
1 to
So
5.
you know,
125.
okay, you know relative
125,
frequency
sir.
nothing but frequency divided by total, and you wanted to know frequency. So frequency will be what? relative frequency into total, correct? So
Sir.
relative frequency for Z is 0.125 and total is 1000. So it will
1000.
be 125.
Yes,
Correct?
sir.
Now if I will ask what is the value of X, then how you can compute? There is two ways.
175.
Sir, 175.
175.
There is two
175
ways. Yeah, there is
1000
two
minus
ways.
12.
Okay, there is two way. What are those? First, you can
First-
apply the concept of these things, right?
Yes, sir.
Or you can simply use the concept of sum of all the frequency equal to total number of observers, right?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
So you can add 150 plus X plus this was the
Y
125 plus
125.
250 plus
Total
300 equal to
100.
1000. Then X will be 1000 minus addition of all those values. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Clear?
Yes, sir.
So this is the another question. Read the question. Question says, if an analyst wants to represent the revenues of various companies using the graphs, then which of the following graphical representation is or oblique are most appropriate for the purpose?
Sir,
Okay.
pie chart.
Bar.
Okay, one second, sir. Read the question carefully. Okay.
The B option.
Option B.
Okay, I
Yes, sir,
got
I
one
think
vote for
option B.
option number B.
So B.
Sir, option B.
B.
Sir, option B.
Option B.
Sir,
B.
A.
Okay, I got one vote for option number A. Okay, why A? Can you tell me why you thought of for the option number A?
I think option B and C both.
Okay, Hers right. Hers is saying for option number B and C.
Yeah, so it can be
Yeah,
both also.
both.
So both are the
Yes, sir.
correct. Okay, basically
Yes, sir.
here bar chart is okay. Option A is not appropriate. See, it doesn't mean we can't represent. We can represent, but it's asking about most appropriate, right? So basically, bar chart is useful when. Okay, when I will prefer the bar chart, I will
compare
prefer the bar
something.
chart when I'm interested in the count of something, right?
Plus,
Yes,
sir,
sir.
how are we supposed to represent the revenue of companies via pie chart because there is no fixed amount? Like
No. Basically, okay. Basically, question means revenues of, let's say I'm considering three companies A, B, C. Let's say four A, B, C, and D. So I can simply represent the revenue like on the x-axis companies and on the y-axis. So let's say 0. Let's say there is 10 crore, then 20 crore, 30 crore, 40 crore, right? Simply. So I can simply say revenue for company A is, let's say 20 crore. For B, let's say it's a 10 crore. For C, let's say it's a 30 crore. For D, let's say it's a 40 crore, right? I can do, right? Simply, right? I can simply, because here I'm interested in only for the this thing. The same thing I can do in reverse order also or not? I can represent the A, B, C, and D here also,
Yes, sir.
right? So you can interchange the axis also, right? For A 20, right? For
So
B
my
10.
option was also B and C. I was, as you just said, that we could also represent it on the pie chart, but
We
as
can,
it's
we
asked
could,
to
we
the-
see, Naveen, we can. I'm not denying, but thing is that pie chart is more appropriate when we are interested to, in proportional, when we are interested in a part of whole, right? Here we are not interested in part of whole. Here we are interested in only revenue, which for
that
which
is
bar
my-
is more appropriate.
Yeah, so sir, this is my exact question. Like, how can we represent this data as in pie chart? As you said, we could represent it. That's what I was. How can we represent it in the pie chart?
Okay.
As they are not relative to each other, they are all entirely different.
Okay.
If
Instead
there
of
is
okay, one second. Okay, suppose I'm saying instead of rather than giving 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, 40 crore, suppose there is a scenario, it has been given in percentage. Okay, suppose revenue is for for a company A in percent, let's say X percentage. as percentage means suppose there is increase something. Okay, suppose okay, rather than exact revenue, suppose we are interested in growth of growth in money, or growth in production, growth in sales. For company A it's X%, for B it's Y%, for C it's J%, for D it's some K%. Then pie chart is the appropriate in that kind of scenario. Okay?
Yeah,
So
so
it depends
in
on
this case, we cannot do it, right?
yeah, in
Because
this
they are not linked. In pie chart case, all of them have to be linked in some other way so that we
correct,
could
correct.
find out
So
the
it's
person. So it's
okay.
not appropriate at all.
See. If you go on the simply on the Google sheet, right? You can't say it's not appropriate at all, right?
Okay.
Basically, if okay, 1 second. Suppose I want to represent the whole revenue in terms of percentage, then.
But sir, how can we? They are all separate entities. How can we combine their revenues as one thing?
Rather than giving 10 crore, 20 crore, 30 crore, if I want to present this 10 crore in terms of percentage, can you do or not? Can you convert 10 crore something in percentage or not?
Yes, sir, we can.
Yes, sir, we can.
Naveen?
Yes,
would you
sir,
agree with
it's
me?
possible.
It's possible,
Yeah,
right? So basically,
percentage.
it's asking about most appropriate. So basically, for count, see, you can plot the pie chart, you can plot the bar chart, but thing is that you have to differentiate between those. Bar chart is most appropriate when we are interested in counting, and pie chart when we are comparing, right? We are interested, we are trying to compare parts of a whole. In those scenario, pie chart is more appropriate. Okay.
So suppose, yeah, I understood the question. So suppose if the question was rather than asking most appropriate, it was asking not appropriate for the purpose, then should we select the pie chart in amongst it or not?
Yes, not appropriate.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is why I asked this question. So if it would be in the negative sense.
Okay. Suppose in okay, let's create one scenario. Suppose let's take these companies A, B, C, and D, right? And we want to suppose I'm interested to know the sales distribution of this company for a particular year, something like that, right? Then how I can do for these 4 different companies? For suppose I can simply say for A, it's let's say 20% sales, correct? For company B, let's say again 20%. For C, let's say it's a 10%. For D, it's 50%. Can I say? Now it's in such kind of scenario, pie chart is appropriate or not? Right? Because we are comparing some parts of, trying to compare in parts of whole, right? Correct? Got it?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay. So
we can say that in pie chart, the first condition should be share of the parts of whole should be
share of the
compared.
part. Yes.
Yeah. Yes, sir. And the percentage, if it is in the percentage format, like the question is given in the percentage, then we have to choose the pie chart one now.
Yes. So clear with, see, it's not see even though you can plot the bar chart for some decimal values, but that's not a good representation. Okay. So see, thing is that here in this case, we are interested to compare in parts of whole. Parts of whole means we are interested to know the sales distributions for each of these company, right? So now here we are comparing the sales distribution for each of the company, correct? Yes or no? So we are comparing in parts of whole. We are comparing out of some 100%, right? Out of 100%, how much the sales distribution for A, for B, for C, for D, correct? So you should be clear whether you are comparing or counting. Okay.
Okay, sir.
So it's not necessary. That means pie chart and bar chart both can be presented when in percentages format.
Yes, you can present. No problem with it. So which of the following next question can be defined for both nominal and ordinal? Okay. Before that.
Mode.
Okay, before that. Okay, that's okay.
Yes, sir, mode.
Tell me what is the mod for this?
D actually.
D, right? And what is the mod for this?
Actually 50%.
Which is D? Which is for D, right?
Which is D?
50% is not mod. D is the mod, right? So,
So actually, we are not marking, so I will say.
okay, no problem, no problem, no problem, no problem. So it's a simple means longest bar will represent the mod and widest slice represents the mod, right?
Yes.
Now, which of the following can be defined for both nominal and ordinal data?
Mode, sir.
Mod, right?
Mode, sir. Mode, sir.
Mod.
Okay. Why not median?
Because
Only
numerical
for
values
ordinal.
we can't perform any median.
Ordinal, sir.
One second. See, first of all, we can't define the mean because nominal and ordinal is used for the categorical data.
We can't
Which require the mathematical operation. Yeah, listen me carefully. Mean is something which require the mathematical operations. We can't use mean. Mod is something we can use for nominal as well as for ordinal. Why not median? Because median is defined only for ordinal data. So, because in case of median, what we have to do? We have to order the things in terms of ascending or descending. For example, suppose I'm saying there is a data set of gender. Let's say female, male, male, female, 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 male. Now, what is the mod? Mod is female, right?
Female.
What is the median?
Can't be
We can't.
calculated.
We can't because we
Median.
cannot order, right? This is the nominal data, right? Now, suppose there is preferred sizes: small, medium, large, small, small, medium, and then small. Now, what is the mod?
Small.
Right? What is the median?
Not
For
defined.
median, we have
Not
to
defined.
arrange first of all, right? So we have to arrange, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you see, so medial observation is small. So median is S.
Also
So this is the ordinal data, right?
Yep.
So see, you can see mod is defined for both nominal as well as ordinal, but
Ordinal.
median is defined only for the ordinal.
So what
data,
is
right?
Ordinal.
what
Okay,
is the
sir.
scale of measurement of for years like 2022, 2023?
2022?
Like year number. What is the scale of measurement for year number?
Nominal, huh?
Nominal.
Nominal.
Okay.
Should be the interval, right? Because there is a difference of 1. If we go, after 2000 years, then
Okay,
we can say that
first of all, you should be clear whether it's a numerical or categorical.
Categorical.
So we can do
depending on the
mathematical
condition.
operations to them.
Okay,
Could
just
be
think.
both
Can
depending on the situation, right?
depending on the
Okay.
situation, first of all. Second thing, you can treat this as that this is suppose. Okay, can you say 2023 is much better than 2022? Something?
No.
No, sir.
Yes.
No,
No,
sir.
sir, we
No,
can't say.
no, we
No,
can't say.
We can't
We
say,
can't
right?
say.
You can't say 2021 was less than 2022 or 2021 was
Yeah,
less
Yeah, yeah,
important
right,
than
right.
2022, right? You can just simply treat just the label for a 12-month period, something like that. Correct?
Yes, sir.
But sir, we can use the difference, right? Like we can say 2023 came 2 years after 2021, or the after 10 years this one came or this one. So there is a difference, right? It should be came
Okay.
into interval depending on the situation.
Okay, one second.
It depends on
Sir, and we
situation
can say the
completely.
difference between them.
So it has absolute zero. Like if we say 0 year, so it makes sense. It no absolute
No.
zero.
Okay, one second. Now you are confusing. You are getting confusion. You are saying 0 years, then you are counting the number of years. Suppose I'm saying you have completed your graduation in 3 years in 0 years. If I'm saying you have completed your graduation in 0 years, that means you haven't not done your graduation, right? So here you are. See, the things should be, clearly defined. Whether we can't say anything in general. First of all,
It depends on the situation.
it depends. Suppose I'm talking about the date. Okay. Suppose I'm talking about date. Suppose I'm saying today is, let's say 31st, let's say October. Correct. And okay, today suppose 31st. Then tomorrow will be 1st November. Yes or no? Correct.
Yes.
Now tell me, can you say there is a difference of 30 days?
No.
We can't say, right? So it depends on the scenario, situation, how we are going to define. Just need to take care of the properties. That's all.
Sir, even if we define it as categorical, will it be like ordinal then?
Sir, I still don't understand.
No, it's nominal.
Which one?
The year I don't understand, sir.
So year we were discussing, it depends on the basically kind of scenario how we are denoting. If you are talking about number of years, let's say you took 5 years to give an exam, or you took 5 years to complete an exam, then it's a numerical, right?
No, sir.
It will be ratio.
Whether it is interval scale or ratio scale, in that perspective.
Okay. Can you take, okay, suppose I'm saying you took 0 years to clear an exam. It doesn't make that means you did not take any time, right?
Sir, not in that sense. We are asking
the
for like
percentage.
year
So, sir,
wise.
it will be ratio, na? It will be ratio, na, sir?
Yeah, it will be ratio then.
Yeah.
So, but
The
for like
percentage also doesn't make sense. Like we can't say that the year 1500 is 50% higher than the year 1000. That doesn't make
Yeah,
sense.
basically, see. You can okay. Let me clear, say one thing. You can treat as a label. Okay. Suppose January start. So for this year, label is you can treat as 2020. Right?
So, but
Then
still it will be ordinal, right?
Which one?
It will still be ordinal, right? Because
No.
it is
Sir,
following an order.
No, my doubt is how to differentiate interval scale and ratio scale.
That's the absolute zero property. Okay.
But if we are treating it as categorical, will it be ordinal then? Because 2024 comes after 2023.
But it depends on the situation, no?
No. One second. What do you mean by the ordinal? First of all, tell me. I think we should move for the week 2 topic. But okay, let me clear. What do you mean by the ordinal?
When one variable, one point follows another point. So 1 year is following another point.
Follows, right?
Yes, it's in order. Like years are in order, so this variable should be ordinal scale according to me.
Okay. Anybody else? Any comment?
Sir, it depends on the data set. Suppose we have a data set of type of accident, number of accident, and the year of accident. Then in that case, our year would become nominal.
Okay, Naveen, can you tell me? B comes after the A.
Yes.
Yeah, we can say.
Okay. C comes after the B, as you
Yes,
are saying,
sir.
right? D comes after the C.
Yes.
Okay. Now, is it ordinal or nominal?
Sir, ordinal.
Nominal.
Ordinal.
The ordinal doesn't mean say odd. Okay, let me clarify. First of all, ordinal means there should be some order. Order means which one is better, which one is not. Suppose I'm saying it's t-shirt sizes. Okay, so M is not coming after S. It means M is greater than S, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, there is an order of sizes. Suppose I'm saying ordinal means there is some order. Suppose I'm saying bad, good, excellent. Okay, so you can say there is an order: bad, then good, then excellent. Correct or not?
Yes,
Order.
correct, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so just think like that. I think we have spent a lot of time for this topic, right? So just think, okay? Got it?
Nominal.
Sir, I have a question, sir.
Yes.
When we have percentage growth of something, is that an interval scale or ratio scale?
It's see. First of all, I told don't generalize anything. Okay. So it depends on how the data is there and what is the objective of your data set and how it is defined, right? If you say population growth, I know you are talking about population growth, right?
Yes, sir.
So it's an interval. If you ask why, because it can be -1%, -2% or not.
Oh,
So it can be.
It can, right? It doesn't
It
mean
can.
suppose you say right. So that just think about it. Okay. I think we should move to the next topic.
Yes, sir.
So okay. So just see this pie chart. The share of Indian telecom market is plotted as the pie chart, which is given. So just see the pie chart. You have to choose the options. Okay, I think options. Okay, options are: pie chart is not misleading. misleading, round off
Sir,
error
can you
up
show
to
the
100.
pie chart?
Yeah, sir, can you show the graph, sir,
One
please?
second. First
Sir, I
of all,
forgot the pie chart.
one second. What I'm saying, let me read the options. Based on the options, choose the, I will show the, okay. So options are misleading, not misleading, round off error up to 100% and mod. Now tell me. I told you just a few minutes
Sir,
before.
100% not misleading.
Okay, what do you mean by the
Yes,
misleading first of
100%.
all?
It's not misleading. So
See, misleading is
misleading
different.
means if
You
the
see,
area.
misleading is, once again, misleading
Not
is
misleading.
different and 100 is a different thing.
Yeah, sir.
So whether it's up to 100, so what is the meaning of misleading? Suppose
It's
okay.
misleading.
Suppose
It's
I'm
not a
saying
misleading and it's not 100.
suppose I'm saying this is the 37%, this is the
This is
27%.
27. Then it's
Then
misleading
it's
the area
misleading, right?
principle.
Because what is the meaning of area principle? The area occupied by the
By
graph, by
yes.
graph by a part of graph should correspond to the amount.
Yes,
Right?
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
yes,
sir.
sir.
Saying this is
The area root.
37%, this is 27%, this is not that correct one, right? So here
Yes,
it's
yes.
not a misleading. That's the correct.
Not
Now tell
misleading.
me,
Yes,
it's
sir.
a round of error or not? Round of error means all the
No,
values
sir.
should up to 100.
No, sir.
It is
No,
not
sir.
round up
No,
error.
sir,
It's a
100%.
100%, right? That means there is
Yeah.
no round of error, right?
Yes,
Sir.
sir.
Yes, sir.
What is the mod?
Reliance.
Mod is a
Reliance.
37%.
37%.
Reliance Geo.
I told
Reliance Jio.
37% not the mod. Reliance will be the mod, right?
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
option A is the correct and mod of
And
the
option
data set is
E.
Reliance. Okay.
Yes.
So
Yes, sir.
this option is incorrect. This option is okay. Got it?
Got
Yes,
it,
sir.
sir.
Clear?
Sir, the
Now
Yes,
value
sir.
don't add up to 100%, then it is a round of errors now.
round up error
Yes,
because
sir.
suppose sometimes you have a data say some 22.37 something and let's say 18 point something, then 21 point something, and you don't want these 3 to 4 decimal. See, it also it doesn't look good while you are representing the in pi, right? Okay, whether 27% is good or you are saying 27.32193. Which one?
27% for sure.
Right. So what we are doing as a human, we are we want suppose we want to show in a good way, we round off the things. But what happens is sometimes during the round off, we are suppose you have rounded off the value and you got the 100.01%. That's possible, right? Even though possible, you got 99.98%. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yeah,
So
sir. Yeah, sir.
that's the rounding of error actually called. That's called the round of error.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
Okay, sir.
We know it, sir.
Okay. Yeah, that's great actually. You should know. Okay. So this is the another question.
Sir, option B, the baseline or the started at 0.
Okay.
Option B.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, sir. Baseline is not started from zero.
Okay.
And E also, sir.
Excuse me.
Yes.
Can you show the previous question?
Okay, sure.
In that, I have a single doubt. If the
Please.
graph, if the percentage is not accurate, means the total is not up to 100 or it's above 100, then is the graph is misleading?
No, not misleading. You can say it has round off error.
Okay, then.
Okay,
Then
why?
what will be the
Okay,
concept
why?
of misleading?
Okay, why? I will tell you. Misleading means the area occupied by the graph, by a part of the graph should correspond to the amount. Okay, what does this mean? Let me clarify. Can you tell the values 37, 27, 9, 27? Okay. Suppose I'm saying 37, 27. So just treat this is a 9. So, just a minute, please. Okay, suppose this is okay. Suppose this is the 20%, this is the 20%, this is the 10%, this is 50%. Okay, just treat. Okay, just treat because it's not accurate here, but just treat this largest one. Okay. Now, what is the meaning of
Yes, sir, no problem.
misleading? Okay, what is the meaning of misleading? The area occupied by the graph, okay, by the part of the graph should correspond to the amount of the data.
Yes.
Okay, the area occupied by part of the graph should correspond to amount of data. Okay. What does this mean? So it seems 50% okay, right? 10% okay, 20%, 20% okay. Now, suppose instead of this, suppose I'm saying this is the 50%, this is 20%. So whether the area occupied by the graph is corresponding to the amount of data or not?
No.
No, right?
No, sir.
So this is called the misleading. This is the misleading one, right?
Yes, sir.
What is misleading? It's misleading. It's saying this is the 20%, but which should not be correct in if you see by logic, right? Okay. So what is meaning of this is called a misleading, non-misleading. What is the round off error? Suppose if you add all the percentage, you will get 100%. Okay. Now, instead of this, suppose I'm saying you have rounded up the value and you got, suppose this is 11%. Then you will get 101%. Yes or no? If you add the slices of the pie, you will get 101% or not?
You will get
101%.
This is called
Yes.
the round
Yes,
off
sir.
error.
A round
Okay?
of error. This is called round of error.
Clear?
Yes.
Yes,
Clear,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
So what about this?
The baseline is not
Base is
started
not
zero.
starting
Baseline
from
is
zero.
Baseline
not
not started from the
okay.
zero.
And what is meaning of manipulated y-axis? There is one something. Let me open. That will help you.
So when there are more than the values which are not needed.
Which is yeah. Mainly we have just done the something manipulation by our own intention, something like that. Okay. Let me show you one graph. You can go through this. You can there is in here you can say below in week 2 there is one section called resources from instructors. So here some main concepts have been mentioned, so you can go through that. Okay, now if you see these two graphs, so what is these two graphs basically what it represents? This represents the
SST.
okay. Basically, those who have not doubt, right? So please mute. It's a request. Otherwise, what I will do, I will mute everyone from my side, and you can't unmute unless and until I will unmute you to you. Okay, so make sure those scenarios should not happen. Okay? So here, if you see, A and B are the two kind of smartphone. Okay, in a local shop, and it represents that these bars are represent the number of sales. If you see, can you tell me here? It's a decent. I mean, for smartphone A, 80 phone has been sold out. For B, 120. Correct or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now, if you come to the second graph, suppose I have expanded the y-axis, I have done some manipulation y-axis. Now it shows the second figure. It shows the sales are very low, right? But in general, it's not. Yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
The second graph is misleading for us. Why? Because we have done some manipulation on y-axis, right?
Right.
Yes, sir.
But if you see the second graph, it shows very low number of the sales, right? But in the actual, it's correct, right? So in the second axis, they have done the manipulation on the y-axis, correct? Got it?
Basically,
Yes, sir, yes,
manipulation
I
is
got it.
something na, when we add extra values and makes the graph
Yes.
insignificant.
Insignificantly, the things were not
Less
needed
important.
for that. Okay.
Yes. Yes, sir.
Okay, so I think we have covered the concepts, right? If I'm not wrong, right? Yes. So we have
Sir,
done
is it okay if
Yes,
I
sir.
asked out in week 7?
week 7.
Sorry, sir, week 4.
Week 7?
I
Sorry,
thought-
sir. Sorry,
okay,
sorry.
okay. Oh, okay, one second. Let me clarify. Before that, let me clarify something. I think we have covered all the concepts, right?
Yes, sir.
If I'm
Yeah,
not
sir.
wrong, right? Okay.
Can,
Are
sir,
you
can
are
you explain that inferential and descriptive? That question, I was a little bit late to join that third or
no
fourth.
problem, no problem. Once again, I will define. Are you okay with all the concept, everybody?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Okay. So let me clarify that inferential. After that, we'll take some general doubt. Okay. We go there. Just a minute, please. Yeah. So we took the data of, let's say we have data of 20,000 bikes. Okay. Okay. And we took a sample of, okay, what is the descriptive and inferential? Basically, what is the descriptive means? We are describing and we are summarizing the data set. Just listen me carefully. What is meaning of describing data set? Whatever data set you have, whether it's about 20,000 bikes, whether the data set I have given you, let's say 2 lakh bikes, or I have given the data set of something, and I ask you describe the data set. Then what you can describe? You have to summarize. You have to describe the main points of data set. I mean, what are the something? Okay, suppose I have given the data set of 20,000 bikes. What are the things you can tell me? You can tell me average speed. You can tell me maximum average maximum speed, minimum speed. You can tell me maximum number of bikes from this company, by maximum number of bikes from this color, something like that. Yes or no?
Sir.
Correct or
Yes.
not? Okay.
Yes.
So basically, you can describe that data set or not.
Yes.
So far, so good.
Yes, sir.
Now, so this is called the descriptive statistics. Means you are describing your data set. Just give me a minute, please. Hello, am I audible?
Yeah, sir.
Yes.
Yes. So basically,
Yes,
sir.
whatever data set you have to describe. Now, forget about 20,000. Suppose I told you, you don't want to do the study on 20,000 bikes, and you took a sample of 200 bikes. Okay. So this is one of the sample, right? Now, suppose I'm saying, let's erase those things. Suppose I'm saying, describe this data set. Okay. Then the same things you can tell me, or you can summarize about your data set or not. Suppose you have given the average speed for the 200 bikes, maximum, minimum, the maximum colors of the bikes. Maximum colors of the bikes is maximum number of the bikes with the same color, something like that. Let's
So
say
it is
blue,
all
green.
descriptive, right?
It's
This
a
is
descriptive. Okay. Suppose you have done some, you described, you summarized, and you stopped here. Okay. For the 200 bikes, you stopped. Okay. It's a descriptive. Now, suppose, just listen me carefully. Suppose I'm saying I have not done anything to for 20,000 bikes. Suppose I gave you data set of for 20,000, or I asked, let's create a scenario. Suppose I asked, tell me the average speed of the bikes in a state, let's say in the state of Delhi, for example. Okay. And just create a scenario. Let's say in Delhi there are 20,000 bikes, hypothetically, which is not a correct, hypothetically. Suppose you thought it's a very tedious task. You took a random sample of 200 bikes and you calculated the average speed 40 kilometer per hour. So far, so good. Yes.
Yes.
No.
Yes, sir.
Now, suppose I'm saying, or suppose you came to me and you told me average speed of the bikes in Delhi is 40 kilometer per hour. Then it's an inferential. Why inferential? Because based on this 200 sample data of bikes, you are going to
made
make
a
the
conclusion.
conclusion for the 20,000 bikes, right? So you
Yes,
have
sir.
made one conclusion based on only of the sample data for the population data, right? Yes, no?
Okay.
Yes, sir.
Got it? Okay. So I think that's all about week 1 and 2. Someone
So I have a
was
doubt.
asking, someone was asking from the doubts from other. Okay, so we can discuss for 5 to 10 minutes because it's already 10. So,
Sir, I have doubt in week 4.
So
Uh,
I have a doubt, sir.
where?
So you have mentioned, like I have asked about the comfortable and the uncomfortable, about that water is hot or that thing. So I'm not able to understand why it is not ordinal. We can't say that comfortable is more like, we can say that na ki comfortable. I'm confused in that. Can we order it or not? Because in a way, comfortable is a good thing than uncomfortable. So I don't know, sir. I'm confused about the nominal and the ordinal one.
Okay, so you're talking about comfortable and uncomfortable, right?
Yeah, sir.
Okay, so basically comfortable and uncomfortable. If you talk about, let's say, any liquid form is suppose that temperature of water. I mean, you have put your hand in, let's say, something, let's say in cold water, okay, very chilled water, okay, for example, then you will be comfortable or uncomfortable?
Uncomfortable.
Okay, for you are uncomfortable. Suppose I came from outside, I played a cricket match and I came from outside, and I put my hand and legs in chilled water, then it will be comfortable for me or uncomfortable?
Comfortable for you, sir.
Comfortable for me, right? So, okay, suppose there are pains in my legs and all, and I put my legs in some little bit hot water, then it will be comfortable for me or uncomfortable?
Comfortable for you, sir.
Comfortable. Now, suppose, okay, suppose you are sleeping and someone put your hand in very hot water, then you'll be comfortable, uncomfortable? Uncomfortable, right? So I'm not sure exactly, but I'm creating just a scenario. So I think it depends on the situation, in which how we are defining actually. I mean, there should be the same. I mean, person should be the same position, right? I mean, see, one thing I can say, we can't generalize here. I mean, you can't say generally comfortable is greater than uncomfortable, something like that, right? Suppose it's something like that, you run, you are running a lot, and you got some place to sit, any place, right? Then it will be comfortable for you. Suppose you are going in a bus, then you want some comfortable seats, at least semi-sleeper or something like that, right? You don't want hard seat, something like that. So I think we can't generalize here, but it will depend on the scenario. Are you getting my idea? How
Yeah, so you mean to say that we can't
generalize for this case actually?
we can't
It
order
depends
it.
on the how we are defining. Okay.
Like it
Something
can
like
be comfortable for me, but it can't be comfortable for you.
for another person, right?
Yeah, so we cannot order this, so it will become under nominal.
Actually, see, as I told you, right? It depends on the how we are defining, how we are categorizing. Right?
In this case, it will become under on nominal, sir, na?
Yeah, actually, see, suppose there is something which is defined, and where is clearly defined, order is there. Okay, suppose order is there means, suppose I'm saying there is a plain seat in a bus. Plain seat means which we cannot up and down, right? Okay, suppose I'm saying just create there is some plain seat, right? Let's say government bus seat. Okay. Okay. Now,
Yes, sir.
okay, forget about that. Can you tell me, suppose there is a one seat semi-sleeper, okay? You know semi-sleeper, right? Semi-sleeper, you can little bit up and down, right? And there is a seat of sleeper, correct? Now tell me, this will be which will be more comfortable, sleeper seat or semi-sleeper seat?
Sleeper, sir.
Sleeper seat, right? So
Yeah.
this will be comfortable, and this will be little bit uncomfortable if you are talking about the semi-sleeper seat and sleeper seat, right?
Yes, sir.
Right now here you can order, right?
Yes, sir.
Correct.
Yeah.
So it depends on the scenario. Suppose you got a Then, have you traveled in something this? I mean, normal bus and all, where the seat
Yeah.
we can't move, right?
Yeah, sir.
Suppose we have normal seat, okay, and we have semi-sleeper seat, okay. Now this is the comfortable, more comfortable than
sir.
this one, right?
Mm.
So it depends on the scenario. Just you have to think whether you can do something order or not, right?
Yeah, sir. Got it.
Got the point?
Yeah, sir. Thank you, sir.
So Dhwaj
Sir,
Chaudhary has raised hand. Yes, Dhwaj.
Sir,
Sorry,
I have
Dhwaj.
a
Dhwaj,
doubt.
I think I'm pronouncing the correct.
Sir, correlation coefficient, how to find the strength, sir? Strength and how weak it is based on the number.
Okay, so did you cover all the lecture video?
Yes, sir, I saw all the lecture videos, but
Excuse me, sir.
is it
Yes.
between 0 to
Sir,
0.7?
comfortable and uncomfortable, which concept, sir?
I think you should rewatch. I think we have discussed a lot. Okay.
What's that?
We are talking about in some different kind of scenario. Okay.
Oh.
Sir, my question is between negative 0.5 to positive 0.5.
Okay.
Between
I will.
0.25.
Okay. 1 second. I will write this something. Okay. Okay. Just give me a minute. Okay. So I think how many of you okay with the correlation? How many of have done the lecture video week 4? Everyone?
No,
Yes,
sir.
sir, done.
No, sir.
Okay. No worry. No, those who are not done, don't worry. There will be session for week 4. She asked about doubt from this correlation. I will tell you. Okay. So first of all, let me clarify. So correlation is basically used when we are interested to know the strength of the linear association, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes,
See,
sir.
we may know the association between linear association between two numerical variables by the covariance. But why we are using the correlation? First of all, any idea?
The units will not be there in correlation.
Okay. So basically, okay. So in covariance, suppose in covariance you got 152, correct? In covariance you got, let's say, 190. A covariance for another data set you got, let's say, 72. And covariance for another data set you got, let's say, -20. And covariance for another data set you got -200, right? These all will be in units. Suppose X is age, Y is the weight, you will get year into kilogram, right?
Yes.
So can you tell me by seeing the value, which can you compare which one is the much better? We can't say, right? Because there is no upper limit, no lower limit, correct or not?
Yes, sir. Yes.
We can't say which one is the much better, right? By seeing the covariance value. By seeing the covariance value, we can say there is the linear positive association between X and Y, positive association between X and Y, negative association between X and Y. But we can't say what is the strength, whether it's a strong, low, and all, right?
Yes, sir.
Because unit is there and no upper limit and lower limit. Okay. In case of correlation, if you see, we are using R equal to covariance between X comma Y divided by standard deviation of X into standard deviation of Y.
Yes, sir.
Yes. Suppose X
Yes, sir.
represents the age, Y represents the weight, then you will get year into kilogram.
Yes.
Correct?
Yes.
And for what will the unit for this? Again, year.
Yes, sir.
Kilogram. Unit get cancelled out.
Yes, sir.
So it's a unit-less measurement, first of all, and limits for is -1 to 1. Okay. So
Yes, sir.
I'm going to draw a graph. You will get the idea when it will be. Okay. Some little bit sorry about that. So let me draw. Now you will get some idea when it will be positive or negative. Suppose this is the X, this is the Y, and this is the Y bar. Y bar will be somewhat here, right? And this will be X bar somewhat. I'm just assuming, right?
Sir, I understand this part, sir. My doubt is, when do we classify it as?
I will write. I'm just explaining the things so that everyone will get the idea, right? Okay. So now tell me, what about if I'm doing Xi minus X bar, whether it will be positive or negative here? In this region only.
No, negative.
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 Right? What about Yi minus Y bar?
Negative.
Positive.
Negative. No, how positive? What about xi minus x bar here?
Positive.
Yi minus y bar?
Negative.
Xi minus x bar?
Positive.
Positive.
Yi minus y bar?
Positive.
Also positive.
Right? Great. What about here? Xi minus x bar?
Negative.
Yi minus y
Negative.
bar?
Positive.
Positive.
Now, tell me another thing. What about product of this?
Negative.
Positive or negative?
Negative.
Product?
Positive.
Positive. Negative.
Positive.
Positive.
Product?
Negative.
Negative.
Negative, right? So can you see when it's both are in negative, then product will be positive, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
If
sir.
both, that means now here you can see both are positive, product is positive. One is positive, one is negative, product is negative. One is positive, one is negative, product is negative, right?
Yes.
So basically, you can say simply by seeing the scatter plot or something, if one is moving in the one direction, another is moving in the same direction, then it will be positive relationship, right?
Yes.
If one is moving, suppose one is, what is the meaning of same direction? Suppose I'm saying x is increasing, y is also increasing, correct?
Yes, sir.
And suppose I'm saying x is increasing, y is decreasing, then negative relationship, right?
Negative. Yes, sir. Negative.
Okay. So the thing which you asked, when it will be strong, and so I'm going to write down. Just take a screenshot. It will be helpful. So 0.75 to if R is lying between 0.75 to 1, then you will say strong and positive linear relationship. Okay. And 0.52 before 0.75, I will say moderate and positive linear relationship. Linear relationship, and 0.25 to 0.5, I will say V and
Positive.
positive linear relationship, and minus 0.25 to 0.25, I will say absence of linear relationship. Minus 0.5 to minus 2.25, say weak and negative linear relationship.
Negative.
And minus 0.75, minus 0.5, I will say moderate and negative linear relationship, and minus 1 to minus 0.75, strong and negative linear relationship. Okay. So you can take a screenshot of this. Okay, suppose I'm saying x and y are independent, then covariance will be 0 or not?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Suppose I'm saying covariance and covariance between x and y is 0, then I will say x and y are independent.
Covariance between x and y is 0. Yes, sir. They are independent.
Okay. First of all, I'm saying if x and y are independent, then I can say covariance between x and y is 0,
Yes.
right? If I'm saying covariance between x and y is 0, can I say x and y are independent?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Sure. Just take a
Sure.
1 minute.
Oh, no. Yeah. Not sure, sir.
Okay.
Sir, if
Anyone?
it is between minus 0.5 and 0.25, then they have no association.
Yeah, we can
So
say
they are
it's
independent.
no. I'm saying covariance between x and y is 0. It's independent.
Yes, sir.
It
No.
just means the sum
We
of
can't
everything
say
is
no. We can't say if x covariance between x and y is 0, then x and y are independent. Why? Covariance represents the linear association. Okay. If covariance is 0, that means we can say there is no linear relationship between those two variables. It may possible there is a relationship y equal to x square and covariance between x and y is 0.
okay. Okay.
Got it?
Okay.
But if these two are independent, it implies that covariance will be just a minute.
Excuse me, sir.
So it will implies the covariance 0, right? Got it?
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Excuse me,
Sir,
sir.
can I ask something?
We just session close, sir.
Yeah, session is about to close. You are already 10 and I have some throat issue actually. Cough is there. Sorry about
Sir,
that.
I have a doubt from graded assignment 3. Sir.
Which,
One doubt.
Can I ask something?
yeah, please. See, I will take one last one. Sorry about that. Okay. Yeah.
Sir, I have doubt
The
in a
question
week
number
4
9, sir.
practice assignment.
Sir, I have
Yes.
a doubt in graded assignment question number 3.
See, had you gone through the solution PDF?
No, sir.
Yeah, please go through that actually. For 9, I will explain. Actually, I have some thought issue. Otherwise, I could explain. Okay. Sorry about that.
Sir, can I
Okay,
ask?
sir.
Doubts from week 4 we can take in the upcoming session. Okay.
Practice assignment week 4.
Yeah. So I told doubts from week 4 we can take in upcoming session. Okay. So
Sir,
sorry.
sir, excuse me.
Yes.
Sir, I'm what is misleading means actually means as you told in the smartphone versus sales graph. So that time when we are means increasing the y-axis, so that time the sales of smartphone means second smartphone company is decreasing. So sir, what?
Sales is not sales is same. Suppose I
No,
represented the
not sales is decreasing. No, I'm not telling that. I means I told mistake that sales are not decreasing, but the length of the second smartphone bar is decreasing. So, sir, what
yeah.
is misleading?
It's a misleading. Suppose okay. Why what what is a misleading? Suppose I represented the graph in front of you. This one, okay. So by by a quick check, you will simply say sales is very low, right?
Yes, sir.
But that is not correct, right? In
But,
true,
sir,
if you say
according-
yeah, in true, if you say sales is not that much low, correct?
Yes.
Okay, so it's misleading you.
But sir, according to the data, sales are constant only. So
Data sales. Okay. Suppose I hide the y-axis graph now.
Now they
Okay.
are
Basically, you have done. See, listen carefully. You have done some manipulation or y-axis or not? Is there any need to do up to 300 or 500? Suppose I have done till 1000. Bar will be that much low or not?
Yes, sir.
But there was no need for doing the manipulation or y-axis, right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Correct. So there is one example, ma'am, took decorated graph. Correct.
Yes,
so that
sir.
is something we by our own intuition we are doing some manipulation, we are misleading the things, right? And that's not the
Okay,
correct.
sir, understood.
So someone
And
asked
sir,
doubts from graded some question number 9. I will open the solution PDF so that you can understand easily.
And sir, excuse me, one more thing, sir. Sir, where can we get the PDF of our sessions?
Which session which I am writing?
No, not means all the sessions which are covered from where we'll get the study material as PDF.
All things are there, right? All things are represented there. So what is the doubt in question number 9? Okay, so all the things you can go under the supplementary content. You can go, you can search this lecture PPTs. Is there
Sir,
the
I
month
have
two?
doubt in graded assignment question number 10. 10 also. Please explain, sir.
One second. I will take this is the only last doubt, okay? Because I have some problem with my
10 also, sir. Please, sir.
Okay, so IQR is simply Q3 minus Q1, right? What is the problem with that?
So please, can you just go to the question?
See, numbers are different for everyone.
In the assignment.
I told you numbers are different for everyone. One second. Yeah, what is the doubt?
3 questions, sir.
What is doubt this? With
Yes, sir. In this, I calculated the 25th percentile and 75th percentile, and I subtracted the 75th percentile from 25th percentile. But the answer I got is not equal to the answer that is showing.
Okay,
Correct.
tell me what are the observations you have? Is this same? Observations are not same, right?
No, sir. I'll
Okay,
tell
can
the
you tell
observation.
can you tell me the observation?
45.
One second, let me go to my page. 45.
47.
Yes.
55. 62. 73. 77. 78 and 79.
These all are the observations, right?
Yes.
8 observations, right?
Yes.
So n is 8.
Yes.
P will be 0.25.
Yes.
What will be the value of NP? 8 into 0.25. That means
second up 2.
8 into 0.25, right?
Yes.
So it's a 2.
2, sir.
Okay, so
Yes.
you took which observation second?
Second plus third by 2.
Correct. So this is second. This is in integer. When it's integer, we have to take the average of second observation plus third observation divided by 2. So we have to take the 47 plus 55 divided by 2. Have you done this in this way?
No, sir. No, sir. Sorry, I took the second observation.
No, if it's integer, then we have to take the average of these two. Okay.
So question number 10 also.
Thank
So
you.
someone has asked question number 10 also, right? So what is
Yes,
doubt
sir.
in question number 10?
Sir, how to convert 20 points? I did not
Okay,
get.
are you on the discussion forum?
No, sir.
Okay, I think that's it. No problem. So converted 20 point is suppose I'm saying, suppose you got 50 marks out of 100. Okay.
Okay.
Now suppose I'm saying this is out of 100 points. Suppose I want to say want to convert in out of 50 points. Then you will get 25 marks.
Yes, sir.
So what you have done?
Divided
By what?
2.
So basically it's nothing but 50
divided by 100.
No. So it's okay. So nothing but it's
Sir, 50 by 100 into 20. 50.
So it's as you can see. Suppose I want to say I want to convert in out of 50 points. So basically, so it will be 50 into these marks. I want to convert out of 50 points, right?
Yes.
So this will get you will get a 25 marks. Okay.
Okay.
Sir, before doubt.
Yeah, sorry. Can we discuss the we put out in upcoming session? We have two more sessions we can discuss, right? I think I have some problem with my throat, otherwise I could discuss it. So is that fine? Okay. I'm
Fine,
happy.
sir.
Okay, yeah. Thanks to understanding me. Okay, so thanks everyone. We'll meet in the next session. Okay. Week 4 doubts we'll take care in the upcoming session. Don't worry. Okay. Hope you got the concepts
sir.
of week 1
Thank
and
you,
2.
sir.
Okay,
And
sir.
you are clear with the
Sir,
concept. Okay.
Yes, sir. All are
Thanks.
clear.
Thanks
Yes, sir.
everyone.
Thank you, sir.
Bye. Have a good
Bye.
day. Sorry,
Get
not
well
good day.
soon, sir.
Good night.
Thank you so much, sir.
Yeah,
Good night,
thanks.
sir.
Good night. Bye. Thanks.
Bye, sir.